Being a car guy is like being high. No, it's not, but it's a great feeling surrounding yourself with others who share the same passion as you, sharing experiences, but it is really expensive too. And you think to yourselves, wow, if celebrities were car guys, they'd have it so easy, being able to afford anything they want. Well, believe it or not, there are some celebrity car guys and car gals. This video is going to shock a lot of you and make you see a completely different perspective of a celebrity. Right, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Oh, English, 800 calories a mile. Just be very still, I ain't gonna hurt anybody.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
The angriest man in the world is a car guy? Yes he is. Scottish celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay is a hardcore Ferrari fanatic. Did you know that both the LaFerrari and LaFerrari Aperta were invite-only cars? And guess who had them since they came out? Yep, Mr. Ramsay himself. He makes frequent visits to HRO to check out the latest stock and to purchase some more cars too. You may be thinking to yourself, oh, he's only owned 1 or 2 Ferraris. Well, he's owned a 550 Maranello, California T, another California T, 458 Italia, 612 Scaglietti, F12 Berlinetta, F12 TDF, 812 Superfast, LaFerrari and LaFerrari Aperta. Now that is what I call a car collection. In fact, he loves to drive fast. He even got caught with cling film on his number plate to avoid speeding tickets. And fun little fact, he spec'd one of his LaFerraris to have the plaque on the steering wheel which had his famous catchphrase done on it. What a legend. Shame he didn't put idiot sandwich on instead. If you're an avid Car Spotter subscriber back in the days, you would know about this one. You'd expect someone like John Newman to have practiced singing all his life as a child, not really having an exciting childhood, but you'll be very wrong about that. Mr. Newman was a very mechanical-minded child growing up. In fact, he learned to weld when he was just 7 years of age, and created his own petrol-powered drivable vehicles. Literally the childhood any car guy would have dreamt of having. John Newman was living it. You never expect someone to grow up like this to have #1 hits, doing tours around the world and being one of the greatest artists ever alive. Well, he is, and he is spending his money wisely. Mr. Newman said in his interview that he never listens to the radio whilst driving, which is quite strange seeing as he is a musical artist. However, it does make sense because the cars he owned produce some of the best sounds you can hear from an exhaust. Like Gordon Ramsay, Newman does own a Ferrari California T, but unlike Ramsay, he owns a V8 AK Cobra and a Porsche 550 Spider that he features in his 2015 Come and Get It. He even has a little go-kart in his shed. Safe to say he's the biggest car guy on the list? Oh no, just you wait. The WEEKND is one of the most talented artists out there. Mixing singing with hip-hop, he is a very unique artist to say the least. So what makes him a car guy? The fact that he drove a McLaren P1 in Starboy? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And if you listen to his track Starboy, you'll realise the song isn't about a heartbreak, love or drugs. It's actually a song about cars. Here are some of the lyrics.
P1 cleaner than your church shoes.
P1 is referring to the McLaren P1.
All red lamb just to tease you.
Lamb, in other words, red Lamborghini. Not sure about what Lamborghini he's referring to, but later in the video he does say this.
Pull off in that Roadster SV.
Roadster SV referring to that Aventador Roadster. He's probably on about that Lambo.
I'm in the Blue Mulsanne, bumping new edition.
Blue Mulsanne is a reference to the Bentley Mulsanne. New edition may be a hint that he owns the latest version of that Bentley Mulsanne. Brand new wagon may be a reference to the Mercedes G-Wagon or just a car in general.
We don't pray for love, we just pray for cars.
Yep, he literally just said he prays for cars in his song. Oh, and did look at that, he walks past all his cars he mentioned in the song. So a song about cars and owning a P1 isn't enough? Well, what if I told you that he owns a FC3S Mazda RX-7? Good enough? Better. Example is a rapper from the UK. You might have heard of him, you might have not. He has collaborated with artists such as Giggs, Tiny Temper, Professor Green. However, he isn't the largest rapper in the world, meaning he most likely doesn't have a ton of money. So you'd assume a somewhat B-list rapper to have a sports saloon or a luxury SUV, right? Nope. McLaren 650S Spider. This guy worships British supercars, and it's great to see someone from the UK that doesn't flex in German. One thing I really appreciate about Example is that he isn't one of those rappers who wraps their car crazy colour and lets it sit in the dust. He actually drives it, keeps it looking great, and takes his car to be serviced himself. He isn't one of them rappers who pay a chauffeur to drive him around. He loves driving. He's even met up with Rory Reid with a Lamborghini Countach. Oh, and he's another celebrity car guy's mate too. Look at that. Tiger's ex and Travis Scott's main, Kylie Jenner, is a car girl? Yep, it's true. From See Through Glasses video where he meets Kylie, he mentioned that she is a big Ferrari fan and owns a couple of them. And that's true, she owns a couple 458s, 488 Spider and her infamous black LaFerrari that was gifted to her by Travis Scott himself. But let's not get Tiger out of this picture. He did of course give her Ferrari 458 Spider. She does own a couple of cars other than Ferrari, such as an Aventador Roadster SV, a couple Range Rovers, a couple G-Wagons and i8, some Rolls Royces, a Wrangler, Maybach. She owns a ton of cars. cars. And it does make me extremely jealous.
And his name is John C.
Okay, I had to do it, sorry. John Cena has quite a collection of cars himself, and there's even a series on YouTube where he reviews some of the cars. And it's not just a good review for a wrestler, it's good reviews full stop. He shows a lot of knowledge and is very factual and gives interesting stories about his cars too. He also simplifies his reviews to make it easier for non-car guys to understand. So what cars has John Cena owned? Well, too many to name, but one of the cars he's owned is a Gallardo LP644 in a colour called Verde Scandal, which is one of the rarest colours you can get for a Lamborghini ever. Anyways, I think saying he has owned 100 cars would be a massive understatement. I'm surprised he can even fit in a lot of the cars he's owned. I mean, look at the size of him. Who on earth is KRIS Wu? KRIS Wu is a Canadian Chinese actor, singer and model. He used to be a member of the South Korean Chinese boy band EXO or EXO, but left earlier in 2017. I know what you're thinking. Oh, another celebrity that owns a bunch of supercars and luxury SUVs claiming that he's a car guy. Well, let me just show you a little picture, shall I? Yes. Oh yes. This guy has good taste in cars. Oh, and you think that's impressive? Let me show the other side. Yep, on top of the R33 and 34 GTRs, he owns a Nismo R35 GTR and Toyota Supra. Oh, and see that little red car in the corner? Acura NSX. Very sexy stuff, eh? Yes it is. And that is the end of the video. Hope you did enjoy. I tried to keep it short and sweet like my personality. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're new, make sure to share the video with friends and family, and I shall see you guys very soon. Until next time, cheers.
Sie pudert sich die Nase, ich pop eine Zanny. Checke frische Nudes auf meinem Handy. Rocke Gucci, Prada, Louis, Fendi. Pferdemädchen lesen gerne Wendy.